Okay everyone, it's Graham Bibby here. This is a bit unusual. I'm having a video on my screen. I don't know what's going on with YouTube because I try to post something about the opportunity, coronavirus, crash opportunity, and then buying opportunities. But YouTube at the moment are reviewing the videos, so they're not posting. Anyway, in front of us is the Nasdaq. That is the extent of the sell-off, the crash that's happened. And I'm going to try to do my best by showing you a few things here and the opportunities that are available. So last night was a big bounce in the markets and stuff like this jumped 40%. That is 40%, that little blip. See at the top there? It says 40%. That's because this is the junior mining 3 times leverage ETF, which is for those more aggressive. But you can see it was over 100 and it's now $5.60. How crazy is that? And if you look at this here, is that an uptrend? No, but it's a significant rise. This is the crazy blue chip mining stocks, which was 42 and recently went down to below 6, and it's had a bounce of 36%. It's $8.63, but it's not an uptrend. Now this is Boeing, BA, 20% up last night. Look at that. Does it look like an uptrend to you? Doesn't to me. Anyway, there we go. Boeing was 400 and recently went down to below 100. That looks like here, if I zoom out, and it's all very difficult to do it with one hand on one thing, one hand on the other, but let's have a go. You can see here we've had 1, 2, 3, 4 days at the same price, just under 198 even, and then we've blipped up to 127. Woo! That's a lot of percentage, but that is still a bear market trend. So we don't want to be caught in that. However, we do need to know that there's buying opportunities out there. This is Tesla. It was around 1,000 and it went down to 360. It's bounced at the moment. And you can see last night it was up 16%. It's 505, so it's still down 50%. This looks like, so we rose, then profit taking, and then buying came in. That looks more like a positive uptrend. However, we need to see the overall markets do that. So I think there's going to be some magnificent buying opportunities. This is the semiconductor 3 times leverage ETF, was 350. Recently it was 60. Last night it jumped 34%. But look, is that an uptrend? Well, it could be, because this is basing. That's a high, that's a low, and then we're higher. What we want to do now is see this come back and more uptrend. And we want to see it in the major averages. So if we go down here, I'm playing around with my screen over here. This is the Dow Jones. There's no bull trend there. We need to see this come back, and then we need to go higher. But my concern is this falling moving average. So the moving average normally points to the direction of the longer term trend. And when this comes down here, and this, if it continues to rise to hit that point, that's when we could turn over. Even things like Facebook got hammered. Facebook was around 230, just under, and recently went down to 130. Again, could be basing, not sure yet. But there's opportunities galore. So I've been, as you know, looking at markets for 35 years. I was there in the 87 crash. I was there in the 89 Japanese crash. And each time things like this, your stop loss, support, stop loss, you then fall below that, is then telling you to exit. That stop loss was 210 and this went to 130. So the reason of stop loss is to protect you, my friends. So Indonesia, BAM, the ETF exchange traded fund, which is all in my services, was 26. and recently went down to 11. So that's over a 50% fall. So there's opportunities everywhere. Electronic arts looks a bit promising. That could be a bottom forming. It was a wild day yesterday. This is gaming. So if you're stuck at home, people are doing more gaming. So this only fell from 113 to 85. So this is just a quick video to get out to you to say, if you haven't read my books, Master Your Mind, Master Your Money, you should do so. And if you haven't read this one, The Truth Behind the Investment Game, which really tells you how to make money in turbulent times, you should get that. And then you should look at potentially joining my Insiders mentoring program, where I actually will signal when the bottom of this market is in, and I will signal which stocks are in new uptrends. I send out buy signals, I monitor the positions every day, and I send out sell signals. So Graham Bibby saying it takes more than one day. The saying is it takes more than one swallow, which is a bird, to create a summer. And normally swallows in the air dictate the English summer. It takes more than one day to confirm that. So what we need to do now after last night's up night is to see some profit taking, followed by renewed uptrend and renewed volume and institutional buying. So the Bibster saying, don't know what's going on with YouTube, but I'm getting this video to you anyway. You can see me in the reflection.